Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Let's start. Engine. I guess you have sent me your last week. You sent me your model, right? I checked that. It looks nice.
Yes, sir.
I checked it. Looks nice and clean. You're also joining. Divya joined. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning.
सर एक डाउट था मेरे को सर।
हाँ हाँ बोलो.
सर मेरा जो रेफरेंस है सर उसमें ना सर कैन यू ओपन माय रेफरेंस?
Uh,
हाँ सर दैट वन। हाँ सर ये जो डोर का जो रिंग है सर वो ब्रिक वॉल एंड वुड वाला रिंग
Hmm.
एंड विंडो का
Hmm.
सर दैट इज गोना रिपीट a lot. So do I make one and then repeat it in Unreal Engine or do I
Yes,
repeat
yes. Like for door,
Unreal Man?
yeah, Unreal Man. Like if it's like only three, then I'll say you could do it like at once. If it's repeating a lot, then you create a modular piece.
Yes, sir, it is actually repeating a lot. So like the number of polygons is actually increasing a lot.
So then you can create a like door is separate and window is separate. And for door you have to create one, window you have to create one.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Then it's fine.
And sir एक और डाउट था सर ये जो ऊपर जो रेलिंग है ना सर ये जो वुड रेलिंग है बॉर्डर
Hmm. This thing
सर
or this
वो
thing.
भी हाँ सर both both.
Okay.
Sir, do I make those also modular or do I just make it a whole in the model and export it into Unreal?
Usually we keep these things modular, but like if you have a lot of this shape repeating, it might increase your work in engine a lot.
So, सर लाइक ये जो फ्रंट वाला पोर्शन है ये तो यूनिक पीस है सर.
Unique piece है.
बट सर वो जो साइड में
Side
जो
वाला है,
पोर्शन
हाँ.
है ना सर हाँ वो वाला
So make
सर
it this one you
लाइक
can make it modular. That's fine.
okay, right? And sir, what about this one, the flat portion where there is nothing extending but there is a flat wooden piece?
This one.
हाँ, yes sir. Sir, I make that also modular because it's gonna repeat on the full like पूरा घर का border जैसा बनने वाला है.
Okay, how to then keep this wooden part and wall separate. Both the things separate. You can repeat the wall, repeat the wood separately. That's how we do
Okay
it.
sir.
That's fine.
Yes sir.
That's it, right? Okay.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Okay, let's open.
Sir, you said you will show trim sheets today.
Yes. So I have this section. Let's open the folder. So here's my basic mod. So I'm planning to create trim sheet for this. So let me open this. I guess this one was in Maya. I'm not sure. Let me check. So we have to plan out our trim sheet now, and like what kind of design, what I'm planning to create, and all those things. So based on that, I have to create a flat texture and UV the model according to the texture. So usually we create a UV and texture it according to the UV. This time we'll create a texture and UV it according to the texture. I think this one. Oh no, not this one. 201. Just this one. Okay. I'll just hide all my camera and all. So I have my basic model is ready. So now I'm planning to create a trim sheet. So how to plan it out? So planning is I'll create a plane. So that plane is not actually it's not required, but that planning is required. So planning, I'll create a plane, scale it, and make sure there is no in between loops or anything. Just 90 degree. Place it here and make sure it's a square. It's a perfect square. That is something is very important. So now freeze everything. Just delete everything. Now we have this section. Now we have to plan this entire texture on this sheet, on this plane basically. So first thing first, I have this border, right? This thing, this section. So, or maybe I can start from anywhere. Like you can start from any part, like maybe from this wall, maybe from this border, or maybe from this circular shape, and from anywhere you can start. So let's start from this ring. So suppose this have a lot of design here and the flat surface and then some pattern going on. So I'll select this multi-color. I'll just add a cut here for this design. Then we have those flat surface. Then you have always fold, right? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 folds. Then that repeats again. And for the in between thing, if I want, I can keep one section to center part repeating. Now we have forget about this wall, this section, because I'm planning to add a tileable map there. So for just our design, I'm creating a trim sheet. For this border, I need to have another trim sheet. One more cut. Now we have this section where 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, like proportionately similar scale. A little bit extra or less will be fine. Then we have these designs. I can keep an extra space for this, and for this flat surface, I can use. So I created a plane. You can see with multiple cuts. I planned this surface will have this flat surface. This surface will have this design. Then again I have this flat surface. Then again I have this center for this area. So like this, I plan this entire thing. Just a flat plane with multiple cuts. That's it. This is my whole planning. Hide it, and like can bring it to like put it in center. Doesn't matter. Like keep it wherever you want. Center. So my plane is ready. So I just need to plan out this thing, how this thing going to work. But before that, I have to create a ID map, because we are going to create this trim sheet not in Substance, in Quixel Mixture. And Quixel, why we're doing it? Reason, Quixel Mixture have all the tileable maps, so you don't have to manually make it tileable. Right? If you do it Substance, it will generate all the detail based on the sides automatically, and it won't tile perfectly. It will might create a seam. So I'll be using Quixel Mixture to create a tileable trim sheet, because trim sheets so they should be tileable. That's the whole idea. Now this is my basic planning is done. Let's export this thing, desktop. plane, or maybe I can name it as trim sheet underscore 01. This is for my trim sheet underscore 01. I named it and it's done. Now, first thing first, I'll to create the ID map. I can do it in Max also, like assign different color and bake it. But that will be little what do you call it? Little lengthy process. So I'll do it in Substance, and Substance I can do it like super quickly. It's recording, right? Huh, it's recording. And I have seen Sonam sent her file. I've seen this. Like it overall looks nice. Only thing is like poly distribution. I feel the poly distribution is not even. The tree trunk looks bit low poly, and the rest of the part looks bit high poly, like mid poly. So make sure the polygon distribution is even.
Okay, sir.
So let's select because right now we're working on Unreal. So anything is fine because it's just a diffuse map I want. 1K, so I'm using 4K so that I have a very clean, crisp ID map. This map we're not going to use anywhere apart from the while texturing. So done. So you don't need to bake anything, you don't need to clear anything. Just you need one map. Delete. I can fill this. Okay, I could have used that only. Only color. Alt click on the color. Only color is visible, and assign a color. Right click, black mask, polygon, and fill it on the only one section. Then create one more. Black mask, second one.
So this will automatically give a material ID to that particular portion.
Yes, this will automatically, this is what it is called material ID, this thing. So we create this ID map. So each and every plane section have a separate color, so it will read that.
Okay, sir.
So make sure all the colors are different. That's the only catch.
So why do we do it in 3ds Max, that lengthy process? This is much easier, right?
We do this only. That's why we're doing this, because anything with this map is just to identify the plane. That's it. There's no other purpose. That's why like you can follow any process. You can do it in Photoshop also. Like export this map and export this UV and just create the styles in Photoshop. You can do it in Photoshop also. It just just need to add like 1 2 3 4 5 like let's see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. We have 10 sections, so 10 different color. That's it. And this part, oh, it's already gray, so let's keep it gray only. Let's try to create all these unique colors. And change the color. And last color. I guess I don't have solid red, right? So these two kind of look same, so I'll just change it. Though system will read it automatically. Yeah. So like different. So everything is done, ready. I'll just simply export texture. It can be, so I'll use any desktop only, desktop, and I'm going to export. It can be JPEG, any format, doesn't matter. And map output I can still choose, and then make sure my size of this thing 4K, 8K, whatever you want to see, and export it. This is not required anymore. Discard, delete it. So all these maps, delete everything. I just need this one, just this one. Now, okay, I'll just simply close this, otherwise it will make my system heavy. So we have this plane, it's already exported here. Now I'll use Quixel mixture. I'll open it. It's very simple. It's very simple, very easy. So make sure log in with your Epic. Otherwise, you have to buy it. So make sure log in with Epic always.
So how do we know that we should use Quixel mixture texturing over here on such and such parts, and normal Substance Painter texturing on such and such parts? How
Like
do we?
whenever you have unique texture, right? Unique texture for those area, make sure use your Substance.
Okay.
And wherever you have like tile level maps or trim sheet, for those section, use Quixel. It will become easy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see with Google, will it work? Oh, okay. Somewhere. Okay, sign with Pixel. Login. Just give me a second. This is like received it. Logged in. So okay, it have update. Okay, I'll do this update later. So first thing first, you will see is empty this thing. Like there is because I have used this. That's why I have this project. So by default, it will be empty. So you have to create a project. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything. So I already have this project called trim sheet. So I just have to click on plus new and name it for like maybe like whatever relevant. This is like GA201. So I can name it like that. Resolution, you can see I can go to 8K. So 4K is good enough. If I require, I'll reduce it. So okay. Now it will open this window, and this is your viewport. Right, left, right side is basically your panel size, your texture size, your layers, your display, like shadow resolution, like really like how it visible basically display. Performance, you can increase your FPS because see FPS option is because it's for games, and export for exporting your texture finally where you want to export. So we'll use layers most of the time. And now this is your default map. So if you want, so I have created that plane. That plane is not required, but I need that ID map. So what I'll go, because right side is something called material ID. Click on this, load, and select this one. You can see,
Yes, sir.
oh my god, there's so many colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's more than 10. It's basically, I guess it in between color overlapping, there's like color blending, right? So it like it read that thing also. Anyway, that is like, like manage. If you use solid color, this thing will never happen. because solid as in 100% red, 100% blue, green, those colors, it will read those sections. But if you use in between colors, this thing might happen. This is a little issue, but still you have separation. So now this base layer is full gray, there's nothing. Now I need to apply texture. So my base texture is rock, right? It's a rocky, like rock architecture. So I'll go to local library and see whatever I have already in my local. If I don't have anything, go to online, click on rock. You see I have all these things surface, uh, sandstone, desert, assembly I can use, assembly of these things. So click lava, mossy, rough or smooth. I can use all, you can see all these things are there. Any of the texture, whichever I want, I can use it. So let's see. I want to have like little like a rough, not that rough. So this looks fine. I just have to click this. Just have to make sure, select this one, and then download it. It's downloading. So choose something which is like generic for everything for initially. Then each and every layer I'll separate one by one.
Yes, sir.
Why is my net slow? Okay. It's my net slow. Strange. It's stuck at 28. I don't know why. So this is downloaded. So drag and drop over the base layer. And go back to your viewport. It's loading. Okay. Why it's loading?
So does mixer have more these surfaces and assets than bridge?
Bridge is just pre-made textures. That's it. In Bridge, you cannot modify anything. Here, I can modify everything, create my texture.
बट सर वो जो रिसोर्सेज जो ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है वो ब्रिज और मिक्सर में सेम है.
Same as same. Yes. Why it's not strange? Well, that particular material I guess have some issue. That's not loading. So
सर
you
आ
can see,
गया वो.
ये दूसरा वाला आया, ये this one,
अच्छा.
this one. So I guess that particular material have some issue. So anything. So I just drag dropped it. Now you can see. So okay. Why it's not moving? Everything is working, but only the viewport is not moving. That's really strange. Not zooming in, not zooming out. Some issue with the mixture or what? Just give me a second. Let's name it as say. I'll restart it. Like this is one problem with mixture. Like whenever it have this pending update, it creates issue. It start lagging and all this problem. I don't know like why. Oh, now it's working. Yeah. So you like applied this, but you can see cannot see the texture. You can see the normal variation, but if you zoom in, you can see some texture. It's like overlaying this gray color thing. So what I have to do is select this one, and the moment you select this, you can see right side all the properties, all the blending options. So from below, like if I want anything, I don't want anything. Threshold, push it up, push it down. Radius, increase, decrease. So I can increase, decrease all this thing. If I don't from above,
So threshold कम किया आपने बहुत.
threshold कम किया मैं. So इसे threshold 0 किया and change this to opacity mask. So right now that gray color is not visible at all. You see, fully that rock is visible.
Yes.
Only the rock is visible. So this is, you can switch off, switch on. Now, this should apply the entire surface. That's what I'm planning. And there like a couple of this thing is there. You can see if I want, I can change placement. I can increase, decrease the tile. Like 2 by 2. I can increase the tiling. I can offset it, and you can see if I offset, see it always tiles all the direction,
Yes, sir.
always. So it becomes very easy to control. So it's always tileable texture. So first, this is my base texture, like same thing, like logic is same like substance. You create a base, then top of it you start creating or adding things. So first thing first, this is my base. Now I want that design part, so I can go and let's see. I can use a decal map. I can use some. I guess we have some patterns, right? Which is there in like some patterns. If you want to use something customized, you can definitely use that customized thing. I'll bring it here, and let's see, we'll add some design. I'm just exploring the library, and this is all online library. Where is those? Some patterns were there. I'm looking for those patterns. Something similar to this, but I cannot see. It's not this one. Card. Yeah, like something similar to this like something. I want a material where I can tile it nicely. These are all 3D models, so I cannot use them. I can use only the materials. So suppose this one, select this, download, just download it pretty quickly, drag and drop it here. Over this, if we load, it's loaded. You can see everything is overlapped, but now I have to add those masks. So right click, add a mask stack I can use, or I can use a add ID mask. I'm going to use a ID mask. Now I have
What
to
is the
choose.
difference?
Okay, I'll explain that. So add mask stack is basically I create a mask which is editable. I can manually modify, paint, and edit. But in mask, paint mask is again painted thing. This is this mask I can combine multiple masks together. Maybe I can overlay in substance, like in generator we can apply multiple generator together, right? So
Yes,
say
sir.
this stack is basically that, and paint is basically solid one mask we can paint directly, and ID is basically we have created an ID mask. We already have a ID, so now I just have to switch on them. You can see wherever it is, so I can see that. Okay, let's see, not this section. You can see that in between those colors are like basically creating those effects.
Mhm.
So I want somewhere like this.
Sir, but this has a huge displacement.
That I'll fix. I'll fix.
Sir,
I'll fix it. Okay. So this has a huge displacement, right? Right. This is not required. So I'll go and select my like material, and again the threshold, all those things. I reduce it. Opacity I can make it 0 or full. Radius I can increase or decrease. Preserve detail, base detail I don't want. So wrap underlaying, remove. Preserve detail I can keep or remove. Base I'm going to blur it out. You can see threshold I can control. Radius also can control. So everything I can control. And now if I feel okay, this is like I want this design, but not like this. I want to want this thing proper resolution. And offset we have. This is X offset not required. Y offset is required. You can see I placed it here. And this is like no matter what I do, it will always style. Now this is plus this thing doesn't match, the color doesn't match at all, right? So what I have to do, click on this color and pick something from here. And if you want to modify manually, you can do that. Apply. So color overlay is also blended together. Now and it's creating normal map, displacement map, roughness map, diffuse map, everything together. And it's basically using all those map available in a bridge and combining everything and creating this texture. And this is like
yes,
super easy, super simple. And now suppose I want one more, some texture, some, let's see, stone. Suppose I want this one, like this is like I want something more of a tiling texture. Let's see, some kind, something like this maybe. So I just select this, download. Or best part will be you can just browse your Quixel bridge and download all the material you like and you want to use. So you, whenever you have like download those things, you can go to local library. You can see all those things are already there. This is become makes your process faster. I can use this.
yes,
You can see it's saved. Drag drop here. It's loading. So it's covering the entire section. Again, same thing. You can preserve detail. No, I don't have to wrap with the base. I'll keep it like this. Opacity I can keep full 100%. Radius. It's not changing. You can see these two texture blends very easily. Opacity I can increase, decrease. Oh, the wrong layer. I'll keep it like full, this visible, and then right click again ID mask. Let's see. Where is it? The top section where I have this wall and all. this bottom section. Yeah, clean. So let's see. So I can keep it on and switch it off. These two circles, if I want keep them together, I can do that. And ID is there. Select this, and like I can blend the color and do all those things. So, but this is like only I am using ID as of now, right? But what if I want to blend something like on this top of this, I want to create some moss or some other effect. So what I'll do is, yes, I have not this one, moss. I have moss. Surface moss. It's not working. I can see moss. Rock. So I have all this moss. This one looks nice. Or maybe this one. Download. So till now we have used those ID maps. So now I'll use this like mask stack and all. So I can blend it to texture. Blend to texture. It's still doing something. Drag drop again. Everything is mossy. So it blends everywhere, but I don't suppose I don't want it here. So what I'll do, right click, or if I want to blend it nicely, I can just simply use, you can see moss stone. I use a stack mask, and I can see
Mhm.
this options are different. So here I can click and what I want to do basically. So I want to use a map. I can choose a map, like what map, then image layer map, or you have like some specific curvature map or some other map. You can import and load those things. And you can see it's layer maps. I use layer maps. It just blend, just to blend. Just give me a second. Getting a call from
Yes, sir.
office. Just give me a second. Huh. So I can use a map. You can see mossy stone. I'm using it from. I can use change the mossy stone or layer. I can change all these layers, like which map I want to use. This one, or I can use like select this. You can see I have pattern. I have normal curvature. Like suppose I don't want this, I can select and delete it. And I can use the only the curvature. Based on the curvature, it will generate the moss. So you can see, make it really sharp, little blurry. Then you can see have like base normal. Based on the base normal, it will generate level, I can increase contrast. This is like contrast. Nothing happening. Invert, yes, invert. The base curve which is almost flat, so there's no detail. Edges only I can use, or edges and curves I can use. Let's see. Underlying mix. So based on the underlying layer, it will mix everything, or only current
Um,
layer,
Sorry,
or
so can
method.
we mix stack mask with the ID, material ID?
With the material ID.
So like we are using material ID to apply a particular texture on a particular
Yes, yes,
ID, right?
yes, yes. You can add. You can see. Suppose I want to add